Okay, let's talk about some dress forms. As promised, I am making a video to talk about dress forms and how I chose mine, and maybe give you a bit of an idea of how to choose yours. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, a dress form is used, a dress form is used to drape your fabric, make alterations, try it on, so you can kind of see how it would look on you, and basically an honest perspective. Now, the deal with dress forms is they are quite expensive, so if you're a hobbyist like me, you don't want to just like jump in the water and drown. So here are some ideas. DIY. I'm sure that anybody who's looked up a dress form has seen the duct tape dress form. Yep. What you do is you get a very, very trusted friend, and they wrap your entire body in duct tape. Make sure you wear a shirt that you don't care about, because that's going to be cut off of you. Now, this does take a while. You have to stand like this for a really, really long time. And it is a lot of duct tape. But you know. Then someone cuts you out of it, trusted friend, and you tape the back part up where you were cut out, and then you stuff it with batting. Find whatever you want to use, like if you want to use a tripod, hat rack legs, whatever you want to use to actually hold it up. Now, this is a very cheap solution. Problem is, you're still buying, honestly, I don't know how much duct tape is, but you're still buying the batting, the legs, anything like that. You're still buying all of that stuff. Also, you really, really need to trust somebody to cut you out of that. Yeah. And you also can't stick pins in it. And I think that was the main thing that I was like, no. Because I want to stick pins in mine so I can drape easier, and I can hold it up with pins, make marks as need be. So if I couldn't use pins, then that would literally defeat the purpose for me. So, duct tape. Cheap, scary, but effective. Alright. Now, you do have things like patterns that you can go online, you enter your measurements, they send you a pattern, you pay on average $37 to $40. They send you the pattern, you print it out, you sew it, you stuff it, you put it on a stick. Yep, I'm just going to call it a stick now. You put it on a stick, and then you have your dress form. Plus side to this is made to your measurements, and it's also made of whatever material you like. So if you're a huge fan of Hello Kitty, you could technically make a Hello Kitty dress form. I did think about that. Now, the negative drawback to this is you're paying $37 for the pattern just itself. Then you've got your printer, then you've got your ink, then you've got the batting you have to pay for, the fabric you have to pay for, and the amount of time that you're actually going to put into sewing the dress form. So you're putting a lot of money and time into something. Now, you can also find patterns on Etsy, Pinterest, eBay, and all of those things to make your own dress form, but they generally just go in patterns of small, medium, large kind of deal. But you'll find out with patterns when you look on the back that what they deem as a size medium is not a size medium in the store. So that is one thing to consider if you want to go the pattern route. Then you can start with mannequins, like store mannequins that are not dress forms, but they will work because you can stab them with pins. Those start out at about $45. You can buy plus size patterns, which if you are a size large in the store, you probably are a plus size in a mannequin. Now, the mannequins they start at like $45 for a decent one with legs on it. Again, the problem with that is you're going to have to pad it to your measurements, and that's a lot of money to spend on padding. Then you have to make another cover for it, and that's just to bring it to your measurements. An adjustable dress form. They come in more than one. You can actually get one with the turn key on it. The turn key is a plastic key. From my research, it was not a good option because the keys tend to break and they are harder to turn. If you get one with the dials on it, I don't know, you can see a dial. If you get one with the dials on it, they have the numbers around it so you can adjust it to, like if you're a 38, you can adjust it to a 38. Those get the best ratings. But you can't really pin this, and there will be gaps where it doesn't meet. So you're still going to have to cover it, but a dress form cover for one of these that's already made, I have a pin that I don't know why I have there, is normally anywhere from $5 to $30. I'm going to make my own. It just needs to be a stretchy material. And in order to pad her up, I am using batting because batting was cheaper than some of the alternatives, which is like shoulder pads or a fitting system, which is what it's labeled as on Amazon. And a fitting system is starting out at like $77, which is very expensive for shoulder pads. Now, the adjustable ones, the cheapest one you're going to find is about $99. They do come in children's, petites, small, medium, large, men, plus size. All of those are options. But they can go all the way up to $1,000. So that's an investment. And a general price range, like if you're going to Joann's or somewhere like that, is probably about $200. That's the honest price range that I've seen. Then you can get a custom form, which is neat because what they do is you go out of state. I want to think it's like California, or probably California, that seems right. You stand on like a little thing and they scan your whole body, and then they make a custom dress form for you. This is awesome in my opinion because that is just the coolest thing ever. However, here's a couple of bad things with that. Pros: it is literally made to look like you. They make it for you. They let you pick out the accessories, like if you want to stand with wheels on it, if you want like one with the measurements on the side or anything like that. They do all that for you. That's awesome. Cons: you can only get it scanned in one location at this time because that's the only location you can get it scanned. And it's $1,500. It's $1,500. $1,500. So, you see, when I found out about that, I was like, oh, no. That's neat, but no. So, if this is your job, if this is your life, you might want to put that much money into it. But if you're just a hobbyist like me, you're not going to want to do that. So I'll tell you what I did. I waited very, very patiently for someone to sell their stuff on either Craigslist, eBay, or Facebook Marketplace. And they did. And I bought this lovely dress form, which is a size medium. This particular dress form would be $199 in the store. I got it for $40 because the girl was very small and it did not work for her. Now I am having to pad her up because you're seeing later videos that this area and this area needed padding. And when I put the stretchy cover on it, you'll see it will not look like this. It will look even. And I know I've got some Frankenstein sewing here, but I will explain that in the dress form video once I get it done, because I actually am doing a video about me adjusting this dress form to fit my size. Now, one thing I will say with bootstrap fashion, or any of those that you do the pattern print with, they will send you a picture. Like once you enter, you can do a pattern preview. They will send you a picture of what your description says you look like. Now, the first time I did it, I realized that I in no way look like that, so I had to critique it and switch it around because the numbers were right, but the rest of it was not. I didn't explain that I have a flat butt, things like that, so I had to go back and tweak it a little bit. But how that was super helpful is I have that in my phone, and I'll probably use it in this video, to know what to make my dress form look like. And I did actually get my husband and my mom and my sisters to double check and make sure that is what my figure looks like, so I have no false conceptions or anything like that, because in my opinion, probably just need to wrap this joker in a mattress and see what happens, but apparently I was wrong. So, cheapest way to go, find a used one, an adjustable one, sew yourself up a cover. Pad her if need be, shoulder pads if not much padding is needed. Batting is about, I found this on Amazon for about $8, and it is a whole roll. It's a yard, so that was my cheapest option I could find. You might find something way cheaper. I do not suggest the weird YouTube video I watched about chicken cutlets, because why? It's chicken, you're gonna have to take that out, right? Is it fake chicken? She didn't explain that. I'm just assuming it's fake chicken. I mean, I hope, because that's gonna melt and then it's gonna smell and so that's my opinion on dress forms. I suggest you get a used one if at all possible. If not, if you're small enough, buy a mannequin, pad it. If you're like me and you're considered a plus size and you can't find a used one, then wait till Mother's Day or Christmas or sometime around there, and that is when they start putting them on sale. And then you can buy one. It's probably still gonna run you like $100 if you find one on sale, but I'd rather wait and get one that is a better price than have one immediately. Other than that, if you have any video suggestions, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, do the normal YouTube-y things, and I hope everybody has a good day.